So let's just jump into it, man. Thank you guys for joining. I'm here as always with KhiBucks, dude. He's joining me for a new comic book weekly. Probably gonna be the most common guest I have for new comic book weekly. Not gonna lie, dude. Always love having Kai on. And today, dude, we're talking absolute universe because we just hit like 1 year in, kind of, sort of, right? So I
Mhm.
figured now would be a better time as any to talk about the absolute universe. I'm gonna throw it to you though, Kai, to start. What is like your general feelings on the absolute universe as we're in year two, about to be year two of the absolute universe?
I think it's been fantastic, man. They have been doing a really great job on Absolute Universe and keeping us intrigued as well. I mean, as we're 1 year in, I can say that this is a great era we're in for DC. I think them coming up with Absolute Universe was a grand idea. It's pretty much, Absolute Universe is kind of what the Ultimate Universe is for Marvel. But yeah, Absolute has been amazing. I mean, titles like Wonder Woman has been wowing me. Superman is amazing. Batman's amazing. Martian Manhunter is amazing. So those are the ones I'm picking up right now. Flash and Green Lantern, I like those titles. I'm not picking them up issue to issue, but I will keep up with those and trade just because they didn't hook me as the other four did. But like for the most part, Absolute Universe has just been fantastic. Seeing different qualities in these characters, but also they're still like them to their core as well. Like it's just great. So I think the world is fascinating, and I just can't wait to see how this all ties in because I know we're gonna get like a Justice League type of team where it's gonna be Manhunter and Wonder Woman, Superman, all they'll join up for sure. It's just it's gonna be intriguing just to see that. And it's also cool to see like the villains have like their Justice League like as well. That's like dope, bro. Like that Absolute Evil
Yeah,
uh one shot is that was an amazing book. But maybe we'll talk more about that book when we do our top 10 of October. You know what I'm saying?
right. Yeah,
Uh
yeah.
yeah. So but yeah, Absolute Universe has been fantastic. I've been really loving it, man. It's been an intriguing era for DC.
Dude, obviously all your points there that you made, I definitely agree with you. Which one of those would you say is your favorite? Because obviously DC's like main continuity is killing it. Over on
Right.
the absolute side, which one has been your favorite? Because we got Vactor in the chat. Sounds like Vactor is like an absolute Martian Manhunter. That might be
Yeah.
Vactor's favorite.
So it's tough. I'll give you my favorite and then I'll give you what I think is the best because I
Okay,
have
yeah,
two
yeah, yeah.
different answers. So my favorite, it's probably Martian Manhunter. I think Martian Manhunter is definitely my favorite.
I love that.
It's something about it. That's a book that's kind of just hard to describe. It's kind of hard to put into words because like yeah, the art is drop dead gorgeous, but also what Denise Kemp does from a writing standpoint is also very interesting. And it's one of those books where like you think you have an idea what's going on, but by the end of it, you're like, no, I don't. Like I have no clue now. But that's what's so intriguing about it. It's weird, it's trippy, and I feel like that book is like for me because I'm into like trippy stuff and stuff that can get weird. Like why not? So I think that's my favorite. But the best is definitely Wonder Woman. The best is Wonder Woman,
Okay, okay.
and I think it's by a pretty wide margin. Wonder Woman is just even the filler stuff for Wonder Woman is amazing. It's insane. Like we just got issue 13 this week, and that was amazing. That was great. I love
Yeah.
the art. The art was great. I like the storytelling. I like where it's going. The ending had me like, wait, what? Like she's going against herself? That's how. Whoa, okay. So like, yeah, man, Wonder Woman's firing on all cylinders. Just as far as character adaptation, writing, Hayden Sherman's killing on art. His paneling is really impressive. It's just a great story, and it's Diana at her core. Like it's different, but not so different at the same time. Like it's weird because I think it's different from like of course her origins and all that, but as a character, she's what she is like. Well, she's what she's supposed to be in the
Mm.
main line. But mainline, we're not gonna talk about mainline Wonder Woman. Not gonna talk about that. But it is really Diana at her core. It's her compassion. It's her humanity, and if she's looked at kind of like this God figure, she still finds a way to be compassionate to others. So yeah, Wonder Woman's definitely the best one for sure, and I think it's probably gonna be like that for a while, man. The only one I can see really tying it or overtaking it is maybe Martian Manhunter, just because I think that's my second best like absolute title. But it's tough, man. Wonder Woman just it just can't miss. It just can't.
Yeah, dude. So it sounds like well, first off, we got LD Wheeling says, "Yo, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us, dude."
What's up?
We got Chewy Queso. Sounds like Chewy Queso is like an absolute Wonder Woman. He says he hasn't started Martian Manhunter. Man, listen,
You're gonna be
those
in
two
for a
have
ride.
got to be on top for me as well, dude. And I think right now I'm probably leaning absolute Wonder Woman as my top number one. Obviously, we're in a little bit of a break with Absolute Martian Manhunter. But I love what you said about, obviously Diana's compassion just shining through, even though her origin is like, way darker, way
Yeah.
more lonely and stuff like that, right? But she still has that personality. I would say the interesting thing about Absolute Wonder Woman, because I know you said like, oh, maybe this one's kind of like a filler issue. It's interesting with Absolute Wonder Woman because they have like these little filler issues, like when she went down into the underworld, right?
Right.
But they're still like keeping the main story going.
Mhm.
And if they ever do like a throwback, like a flashback, they just do it like they're able to kind of seamlessly like weave it into the story they're telling. Like maybe like Absolute Batman or even Absolute Superman, where they take like these detours for like one issue or two issues where it's kind of harder to see like how they kind of come back to the main story.
Yeah.
Absolute Flash is kind of doing the same thing. Like right now, they just had an issue that focused on like Barry before the explosion, right? So,
Yeah,
if
that
you're
I
looking
heard
for
of.
that Wally story, all these kind of detours, not as ideal, I guess. But
Hmm.
we see Vector, not enough Absolute Batman love in here, dude. So, what are your thoughts on Absolute Batman, right? Because I feel like that one is kind of just there and it has like really cool moments, but is it anybody's like favorite? You know what I mean? So, what's your thoughts on
Yeah.
Absolute Batman?
I mean, listen, we love Absolute Batman. I love it. I'm still picking it up because I am intrigued, but I think what Absolute Batman lacks is focus. Because
Focus,
I honestly I feel like we're getting too many characters too soon. Because it's like when you think of the first arc is all Black Mask, right? And it's great. That first arc is pretty focused, right? It was sticking to that. Then after Black Mask, we get to Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze was two issues. Then it's like, okay. Then you get Absolute Bane. And we love the Bane arc. I love the Bane arc. I think the Bane arc
yeah,
is great. I think his origin was truly devastating stuff. Definitely like on the tragic side. And I love that stuff. Then you get, the fights and all that. But then you bring in Catwoman. Okay, now we got Catwoman. Then like I don't know. I just feel like they're doing a lot. And then we just got Harley Quinn,
right.
and we found out like she's the leader of the Red Hood gang. It's like yeah, it's cool, but it just lacks focus. I think it just lacks cohesiveness. I think they're trying to throw in so much at a time to try to keep the people invested. And I think for people like I get it, like it's Batman. Of course, everybody loves Batman. So whenever he does something cool or whenever something is just like so hype, people buy into it. And I get it. I've been one of the few who's also like bought into the hype, but I also look at it from a story perspective and it's not focused. I think we're doing too much. We're taking I think there's like a lot of subplots for Batman
Hmm.
right now. And I think maybe that's why Scott Snyder is throwing in all these characters, but it's creating a lot of subplots. And I feel like can we just stick to what is going on with Bane? Like can we just get to
Right.
that? You know what I mean? So I still love it. I still love it. I just don't see it being like a number one for me. I can get why it can because Batman, he's just such a cool character and everybody they wants to be Batman. They're like, oh, I want to be Batman. I want to be Batman. And it's cool. Just it's just not like that for me. That's why I think Superman is above it. I have Superman above Batman. Even though like the Bane arc was really like cooking, I
Right.
think when the Bane arc was happening, then like I had Superman lower. Since like but Superman, even if I wasn't because I would say the second arc for Superman, I did like it. I actually really liked it. But I wasn't too enthralled with the second arc as I was with the first. But what hooked me back in was the last issue, which was issue 12. Issue 12 was an amazing issue because we finally got some development for Kal-El, and
Hmm.
it's all been leading up to this. So I'm like, okay, great. And then not only that, it did what the second arc did that the first one didn't was stick more into the present. So I did like how we got
Right.
got to smashing back into that, we did get a lot more. So yeah, I think yeah, I mean we love Batman. We love Batman. It's just I don't see it like being at my number one. It's at my top five though, of course. Like it's at my number four right now.
I think
So
I think the word that you use that I want to like kind of pick up on for absolute Batman is what you said, lack of focus. And that
yeah,
kind of rings true for me. Like, you got the year one kind of two issue thing or whatever, the Mr. Freeze like you brought up. Yeah, like what's the main kind of story? Like let's just stick to that a little bit. Like we got the Joker, right? Like we know the Joker's coming and like we've seen hints of him. Like how does the Mr. Freeze stuff even relate? You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
so yeah, so absolute Batman for me, definitely a lack of focus. It's probably its biggest flaw right now. LD Wheeling says that Batman is a close second for him. I can
yeah.
definitely
That's
see
fair.
that. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that.
Like I get the appeal of the book. I get it,
Right.
but I just think the appeal of it can kind of cloud your judgment on the story because maybe you think because like I said, like Batman has a lot of hype and like kind of like aura moments, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like you can get caught up into that and it's peak. But from a story perspective, is it really or is it just like
Mm,
you're just into it because it's hype? You're into it because he had, he got a Hamrax. He did some cool shit, which Batman always does, and it's why I think it's one of the reasons why we like Batman. But for me, it's not their reason. For me, it's really his character. Batman is a
mm,
broken character, and he's complicated. He's actually complex. He's a complex character who goes through a lot of mental challenges and mental health, and whether he has a confliction of whether he wants to save the city or not. Like, what is the city giving to him when he's giving it his all to the city? You know what I mean? He's a guy who has great intentions, but he can also go about it in the wrong way. He just has them his character traits are what's more interesting to me, not the whole, being cool and all that stuff like which is great. I still like it, but that's not what I find the most enthralling about his character.
yeah, dude. Well said. All right, we got to clear something up in the chat here, all right? Because there's some slander going on from Vactor.
It's always some slid.
Vactor saying that I got the wrong take on Tom Taylor Nightwing. Okay, so maybe I'm a Bat fam hater. I gotta clear this up, dude. So I was saying last week that I might be liking this Dan Waters Dexter Soy run of Nightwing, just maybe a tad more
I
than
love it.
the Bruno Redondo Tom Taylor stuff. So I
I'm
think
not
that's
mad at
what
that.
Vactor's kind of alluding to.
I'm not mad at
Listen,
that though.
Kai's not mad at it, guys.
I'm not mad at that.
So that's what so Chewy Queso this is the first time hearing about Cody. The Tom Taylor run is up for me. Where the heck am I coming from, bro? So definitely talking more to the current ongoing Nightwing run. And yeah, dude. So this is a good comment. So Chewy Queso says that Scott Snyder has awesome ideas, but he feels the execution is struggling just a tad bit. When
Yeah,
Kai said
I
aura
agree.
moments, like you got the when he busts down the door in the Mr. Freeze one or whatever, like all that cool stuff with Black Mask.
Right.
Like there's epic cool moments, but yeah,
Yeah.
definitely the story is a little bit lacking, like
It's
issue to
lacking.
issue.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
And then Vactor says he's interested to see where they go with the story. He heard Snyder talking on his podcast how he has like 3 years planned out. So
Yeah, I've heard
okay,
that too. I've
okay,
I've heard
so
that too.
like laying kind of the foundation for like a 3 year long thing. So yeah, yeah, okay,
Yeah, yeah. Which makes sense because I think they came in with the attention of Absolute Universe. Like there was no end goal for it. I think I think they were saying like they're gonna continue as long as people are buying the books, as long as
right.
people as long as their sales are good, they're gonna keep going. Which can be intriguing. It can be intriguing. I think I'm down for a longer universe. Honestly, I wish the Ultimates universe would be the same way, honestly.
I know, dude. I was
So
gonna. I had planned on maybe doing like an Ultimate Universe 1 year in thing with you as well. So maybe we can get one of those going in like the next couple of weeks. Cause yeah, it's super interesting that they're ending it. And then you look over at DC, you'd think Disney would want to milk the Ultimate Universe for like everything they can. You know what I
that's
mean?
what
So
I'm saying.
very surprising that they're ending it. Um,
Especially with the success it got. Like it was a
yeah, I
lot of
know, right?
success.
That's crazy. You mentioned earlier that Absolute Green Lantern and Absolute Flash are no longer on your pulls. So
Yeah.
maybe like what are your thoughts on those kind of series and like maybe why did you end up dropping it off your pulls, that kind of thing?
I think so for my problem with Flash,
Okay.
I think it just felt like Wally wasn't the focus. I felt like the focus was everybody else besides him. Like as far as
Right.
Wally as a character, I just don't think we dug deep enough with him. It just feels like the villains are like the main attraction. So that's what I think took me off from Absolute Flash because I think it had some good things going for it. I
Yep.
was just waiting for it to get there, and it didn't get there for me. Like I don't know, man. It started off really slow, and like I said, I think it's a solid book. I don't like think it's bad or anything. I definitely think it's good. It's just not enough to keep my attention month to month, for me. I think for Flash, that was my problem. For Green Lantern, it's another book that I think like I like the book, but it's just slow. And then once again, I felt like Joe Mullen was, even though like she's marketed as the main character, but she doesn't feel like the main character at
No,
all.
you're right on that.
It was mainly Hal. It was Hal in the Black Hand, and it's like, okay, cool, but where does Joe come into play? And then uh I mean, like the things I like about Green Lantern, I'll say this. I think the green things about Green Lantern is I do like the cosmetic horror. I do like that. I think that is really cool. Cosmetic horror stuff is cool. I like the art style, and I think the premise is also interesting. But once again, I think it was one of those ones that it just didn't hook me on fully. I think that pushing Joe Mullen to the which is like why market it this way, and you're giving us, and you're just gonna give us pretty much how the entire issue, you know what I mean? So I just didn't get the point. I did see in recent issues, I think like they do focus a little bit more on Joe, but I just wish there was I guess you would say more of a focus on her character instead of like
Yeah.
Howland was. I know the Lantern Corps is a group, so I get that, like what, maybe that's what it was. Maybe I wanted them more as a group, like the whole Hal, Joe, and John. Like maybe I just wanted that more as well, because those were the three they introduced to us, and I think I wanted that trio a bit more. So that's another thing for it as well.
Yeah, dude. So just picking up on Vector, he's saying that he thinks Absolute Green Lantern is his least favorite. So just to jump off that a
Yeah,
little bit, and obviously the points you're making, the art style, nothing wrong with the art style. I think the art
nothing
style is
wrong with
pretty
it.
sick, actually. Like,
Yeah,
I think the art style was not the issue at all. The premise I thought was cool, like when they solicited it, and it's like, oh crap, Absolute Green Lantern, it's gonna be like a horror series. They were saying, right? I don't know if it ever got to that. You know what I mean? And then
yeah.
maybe just not a fan of how the story was being told from Al Ewing. Like he would show us some stuff that happened, like a week ago, let's say, and then we're jumping back and we're jumping forward and kind of piecing
It
it
is time
together.
jumpy. Yeah.
Yeah, and like it's an interesting way to tell a story, but not my favorite like month to month kind of read. And then like you were saying, man, just the lack of focus on Joel. I get that, like you're saying, Green Lantern Corps is a group or whatever, but you gotta have like a central figure to focus the story on, I guess. And yeah, just very, very kind of a weird series. I actually dropped it off mine as well. We got LD Wheeling. He says that Flash, Green Lantern are the bottom two for him. I think
Yeah.
that's probably what everybody would say. Like if you were to ask anybody reading the Absolute Universe, they'd probably agree that those are the bottom two. Vector says it's hard to juggle multiple characters, and that's a good point as well.
It is. It is. But
And
like
then
Jeremy Adams is doing it well with his
that's what
With his main Green Lantern. That's what I'm so it's like,
right?
yeah, I
Like
don't
people look across at the main continuity and they got it cooking over there, right?
yeah, they got it
They're
cooking
having
over
like a
there.
mini renaissance with the Green Lantern side of things.
Yeah, they are.
So yeah, definitely Green Lantern. I ended up dropping it off mine. It's interesting with the Absolute Flash because I get why people are dropping it. I just like
Yeah.
can't get myself to drop it. It's like the weirdest thing. And as soon as arc number one ended, the issue right after that, I was like, oh, this is the best issue in the series. But I bet you a bunch of people dropped it. And
Yeah.
then they had a like a Rogues year one, like how the Rogues got together. And I was like, okay, so that's kind of a step down. And then they just had like a Barry focused issue, like before the explosion, before he met Wally. It's kind of another step down. And I'm like, man, you had all this momentum. Like you're at your peak with issue 7 or whatever it was, and then dipping down a little bit. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't judge anybody if you ended up dropping Absolute Flash. Yeah, just kind of a slow start, and you're wanting more of Barry. Like you said, just that character is so cool, and yeah, you just want more from him. But they keep on, focusing on people that I'm not the
It's
biggest
it's
fan, right?
it's
Of yeah,
it's everybody else but Wally. Like I don't understand. I thought he was the main. I think
yeah.
he's Flash. and it's not saying that they can't build around other characters. I don't think that's what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is you got to at least establish your main character first before we
Mm,
get into Barry and all that.
that's
And
perfectly said. Yeah.
I do understand that, like, because I've heard people like recap the Absolute Flash issue, the newest one with the Barry focused one, and I do think that is like important stuff. It's
Right.
definitely important, and I'm pretty sure it's definitely integral to the story. But it's like, yeah, like I want more Wally. Like I want to know what is he going through right now? Like, you know what I mean? Just I don't know. I just wish they would focus more on Wally a bit more
Yeah.
since he's the main character,
Agreed, dude. I guess that before we kind of move off these two, we got Vactor saying that he's digging Absolute Flash. Same with Batman. The rogues define him, and seeing all the different interpretations of them has been fun for him. Definitely agreed. All the different changes to both Wally's rogues to Batman's rogues as well. I'm loving all the changes. I think they're really unique and cool. Kind
Yeah.
of how they're switching it up from like the story that we know from the main continuity, right? So yeah, has there been like a character change or something that you're like not feeling or like I don't even know. Like is there anything that's like not really working for you that they changed from the main continuity?
Mm, good question. I don't know yet.
Yeah, I guess
I'm not like I'm not like the
yeah.
biggest fan of Harley Quinn's design for the Absolute Universe.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Character I
Yeah,
can't say yet because we haven't got too much of her. But like her design, it's like, oh, like that's her design. It's interesting, but like I don't know, I'm not
right.
like crazy keen on it.
I got you. I feel you on that one. Yeah, we'll have to see how that one plays out. Another example of like just a okay, another character, another character, another character. It's like, all right, but let's like yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. Where is
Yeah.
Bane, bro? Right? Why
Right.
ain't Batman and Bane scrapping right now? They should be scrapping by now. Like I don't know what we're doing.
We got a great question for Vactor. Vactor says, "What are your thoughts on the Absolute Universe as a jumping on point for someone who's not familiar with the history of the characters in the main universe? Like, would you
Mm.
recommend the Absolute Universe to a new reader?" I think
Honestly,
for
well, no, you go ahead. No, you go ahead. No, you go. You
oh
go.
yeah, I was gonna say like I think that it's been a great way to get people just into the comic shops reading and stuff like that. I know for example like my buddy who he read comics like a long time ago, but he's starting to get back into it with the Absolute Universe kicking up. And my brother as well, like getting him the Absolute Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman trades, like he's loving them. So I would say yes, but what are your thoughts on that?
I would say yes too.
Yeah,
Just because even if it is a different universe and it is a different world, but the core things that they stick to with these characters are still portrayed in this absolute universe.
right.
They are still at their core. The only difference is I just think these characters are like they're kind of just fresh, like they're younger, so they haven't had obviously the experience of their main counterparts. But they're still at their core. So yeah, I would definitely recommend Absolute Universe to a new reader.
Yeah, I do definitely agree. So, looking forward to, I guess, like kind of the future of the Absolute Universe. Obviously, you brought up the Absolute Evil issue that we'll probably get into in our top tens, I'm sure.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, just like the kind of the villains starting up like their own Justice League, right? So that's
Crazy.
kind of interesting. What'd you think of the change? I guess like what happened to Absolute Green Arrow? What
That,
did you think of
bro.
that? I guess.
My gosh. When I say that was so unexpected, I was
Right,
not expecting that. And it threw me for a loop. But it also had me like, what is like, does DC just hate Oliver Queen? Like,
dude.
I don't
Oh
know,
my
bro. We
god.
caught two strays. Like, you kill him in
In
absolute,
like a week too. It was like the same week, I think.
and now you're ending the main run. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what's going on? What is the hate? So now that he's dead, now I'm just like, okay, like Roy Harper has to be taking up the Green Arrow mantle.
God,
He just
right?
has to be.
I think
It's
he
got to be
mentioned
at this
him
point.
like he was talking to him on the phone or something like that, right?
Yeah, yeah. Roy Harper's taking up the Green Arrow man. So maybe in this absolute universe, it's Roy Harper and not Ali. Unless the title gives us Ali and it leads up to that moment in Absolute Evil.
Right,
Like
right, right.
maybe it's that, but I don't know. I have no clue.
Crazy, dude. Yeah, that was like one of the biggest surprises of the year, dude, for sure. Um,
That was an amazing one shot.
yeah.
Yeah, that was
That's
amazing.
like, because sometimes people don't pick up the one shots. I'm like, listen. Absolute Universe has been cooking. I'm picking up this one shot, and it was really, really good.
Yeah, like out of the issues I read this year, that might be one of the best ones I've read.
I love that, dude. We'll have to do a. I don't know if we could. I'd have to think about like a top 10 like single issues of like
That's
all
gonna
the
be
series and stuff like
wicked.
that. That'd be
I have
that'd
been
be
thinking
pretty
on it
hard.
though. I have
Yeah.
been thinking on it. So I am cooking up a list. It's just like I have to go back to Comic Geeks and think of everything I pulled from
No, I
that.
know, right?
But
Because
like
we could do one like
it's
top 10
tough.
series for sure, but issue that might
Yeah,
be tough. But that would
issues are
end up
gonna
on
be
the
tough.
list, I think.
That might, if I, yeah, I think so. And I think it'll be like up there. Like it might be, if I had to give an estimate of where it would be, it'd probably be like in the eight to six range. It'd be somewhere in between,
Right?
maybe. I don't know. It's tough because there's a lot of great issues that came out this year, bro. So many.
I know, dude.
I know the Power Fantasy definitely has an issue up there. Matter of fact, the last one,
They
issue
might got
12.
two up there, maybe.
But yeah, it might. You're not lying about that. You might be right on that. Yeah, that last issue was insane as well.
LD Wheeling says that he watches videos about comic stories, but the Absolute Universe got him going into the store weekly picking up issues. I mean, that's just huge, dude. Like,
That's
I'm sure
huge.
that's very common for a lot of people. You watch comic storying for 2 years or whatever, and you're
Yep,
interested in comics. The Absolute Universe starting up, it's a great entry point, dude. So that's a great story. You love hearing that, LD Wheeling.
I agree.
Chewy Queso kind of just reiterates that. He says that's probably the case for a lot of people, including himself, dude. So another success story there. And then we just got some love for the Absolute Evil one shot. We got Vactor loving it and LD
Yeah.
Wheeling loving it as well, dude. So yeah, man, Absolute Evil.
W.
In terms of the future though, we got the I guess the Absolute Green Arrow is supposed to be starting up, and we don't know who's gonna star in that or anything, right? But then we
Right,
get
yeah.
Absolute Catwoman. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts on just in general, like this Absolute Catwoman, like her getting her own series and stuff like that?
I'm for it. And the only reason why I am is because it's only going to be six issues. So
Okay,
that's
yep.
why I'm for it. I think if it was more than that, it's like, okay, yeah, like more Selena, cool. But six issues, yeah, that's great. I think that's what they should do with her. Give her six issues, not anything more.
That's like the
But then
perfect
again,
amount, right?
yeah, I think it's the perfect amount, but I wouldn't be surprised if they continue. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because After Universe is so successful right now when it comes to sales that like Scott Snyder might just mess around and be like, you know what, let's just extend it. Just because we're making the money, you know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, but I hope they stay at six. I don't want more than six. But unless it's really gonna captivate me after, but I really don't want it to go over that.
What is I guess like your favorite character chant or like your favorite character just in general in the whole Absolute Universe so far? What
It's probably still Wonder Woman.
right?
Yeah.
I know, right? Like just like based on like their designs and stuff like that,
Yeah, like
right? Like
she's
she's
just
so
the
sick.
sickest out of them. Like she's so rad. Like how do you not, bro? Like when I like absolutely Wonder Woman that first arc, was she like embiggen her sword? And I'm just like,
Dude,
huh? This is what you can do? Excuse me? It's sick. It's so sick. Her design is sick. Everything about her is sick. It just is. The helmet's
the
cool. She
tattoos,
ha
yeah, the
she has a
helmet's sick.
skeleton
Oh,
thing,
right, like
Pegasus.
skeleton
Like,
Pegasus. Yeah,
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 like, bro, what? She's just sick. She's sick. But
dude.
Superman is sick too.
Superman,
His cape
yeah,
is fire. The fact that he can like what was last issue? Then he had like a Fortress of Solitude. Like his cape
yeah,
did that for him. I was like,
that's
what?
right.
Bro,
His cape
his
is
cape
like
is so
really
sick.
important. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
his cape is sick. So there's a lot of sick things about these characters, but
I know.
I
Yeah,
just think
yeah.
Wonder Woman. I think Wonder Woman takes the cake though. She's the
So cool,
sickest.
dude.
She's the most badass, bro.
She's
But yeah,
badass
his
as hell,
cape.
dude. With the tattoos and everything, right? And then, like you said, the giant sword. I mean, come on, man. It's so
It's just
cool.
too. It's so cool. It's
In
so
terms
tough.
of characters that we're seeing in the next, couple issues or whatever, it seems like we're getting absolute Zatanna, right? So that could be pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's
Is
gonna
there
be
any
interesting.
is there any character that like you're just waiting to see the absolute version of? Like where is this person? You know what I mean?
I think there's a couple. I mean, I think Aquaman for sure. I would like to
Aquaman,
see
yeah.
what
Uh,
Aquaman's up to
What
in Absolute
I
Universe.
want to say maybe in the last issue of Wonder Woman there was kind of like
Yeah.
reference to
Mm-hmm.
Aquaman, right? Or reference to
Yep.
like Atlantis or something, right?
So yeah, maybe that's coming. Maybe
Right.
that's coming up. Like maybe they're already thinking of a creative team for Aquaman. Because yeah, I think that'd be interesting to see what he's up to. He's an interesting case. I would love a Blue Beetle, man.
I know.
I don't
Right.
think I personally don't think they're thinking of a character like him, but I would love to see a absolute Blue Beetle. I don't know, man. I think Blue Beetle needs more love, man. He needs more love. He
Yeah.
doesn't have a main title. He doesn't have anything right now, honestly. The only thing we're seeing him in is Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Yeah.
have a lot of love, so he could be cool. Firestorm could be cool too. I would love more Firestorm love as well.
Firestorm. That's a character I don't know too much about. Yeah, dude. So that could be a cool addition to the Absolute Universe as well.
More.
For me, I would say maybe this is like a boring answer, but it's like one of those examples of characters that they like introduce in Absolute Batman, but it's like where is this character? There was like probably like Absolute Batman like number 3 or something. We just see Dick Grayson on like a
Dick Grayson.
bike or something. We see him for like a split second, and it's like why even show me that, Scott? You know what I mean? Kind of like where, and then it just like where is it? Like what's going on with that?
It's coming. It's
It's got to
coming.
be, right?
So
I'm just
I don't know if you saw, but Nick Dragata did say that like we're getting a Robin next arc. So yeah,
shit. Okay.
which is another
Okay.
character that's getting added.
Nice.
But yeah,
Yeah, right,
we're
right,
getting
right.
it.
That's true. That's true. It could be someone that we've seen, I guess, or maybe it's like an all new character they add into the
I feel
story.
like it's. I feel like
Yeah,
I don't
could
know.
be
I
Tim. I mean,
have that
Tim's having a
feeling.
moment right now on the main continuity, right? So,
Yeah, something's telling me it's Tim because we haven't gotten anything from like they already showed us Dick, and I'm pretty sure it's not Dick. As far as Jason Todd, even though we don't know, like obviously Harley Quinn is like I guess she might be in charge of the Red Hood gang, but like I don't know. I don't know
yeah.
who the Robin would be, honestly.
Maybe
Interesting though.
maybe you go like from the main continuity Maps Yamaguchi or whatever. I think that's her name. She's like
I think
this little
so.
kid that she's like this little kid that like goes to Gotham Academy or something, but she like helped Batman in like a couple issues, like solving stuff. So
Mm,
maybe like a deep cut like that, like it's a Robin that hasn't been Robin yet or something like that. But like it's
it's interesting.
they're the first Robin in the absolute. I don't know, something like that.
That could be
Uh,
interesting.
we got oh dang, I don't know how to say this name, dude. Paolo Ignacio. I think I nailed it, dude. He says Absolute Wonder Woman is the most consistent title in his opinion. He
Yes,
thought
it is.
Batman was mid until Bane showed up. So I don't know if it was mid until Bane showed up, but that's definitely where the story like took it to the next level once they introduced the Bane,
Yeah.
right?
I wouldn't say mid. I'm not mad that he said mid. I'm not mad at it, but I don't think it was mid. I think it was good up until Bane. Like
Maybe
I thought it was good. I
yeah,
just think
maybe like Absolute Universe mid, you know what I mean? But compared to other comic books, I mean that's like you're doing really good, you know what I mean? But just compared to
exactly.
the other Absolutes, maybe like a mid kind of thing. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Because the first arc for Absolute Batman was actually really good. I think
Yeah,
what took it down for me was the Freeze arc, and that's because the Freeze arc was only 2 issues, and I wasn't
2 issues and
I wanted
yeah,
that to be an actual arc. Like I wanted more of Mr. Freeze. We only got
that
two
seemed
issues of
like a
him,
side
and he
story. That's
just
like yeah,
yeah, it
like a
was
one
pretty
shot
much
almost,
filler
right?
too.
Yeah,
But I thought it was filler done wrong. Like nah, like
right.
because Freeze shouldn't be a filler character or a filler villain at least. Like I don't
Right.
know. So
Especially when like he's such a cool design and stuff like that. It's like where is
it was
this guy?
so creepy, bro. Yeah,
We got some love from Russia, dude. He says he likes watching the
word.
channel. He buys comics here in Russia, but it's a bit expensive. He's been doing this hobby since childhood, and now he's 40, dude. So long time. We got Unk in the chat, dude.
We
So
got Unk in the chat.
shout out,
Shout out
dude.
Unk.
Long time. Chewy Queso says absolute Carrie Kelly. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of got something there. I think we're
They're not
maybe
doing that. I mean, who
not
knows
Carrie
though? Who
Kelly.
knows?
Maybe
Who
not
knows?
Carrie Kelly.
Maybe Cassandra. Cassandra
Maybe
King.
Cassandra. Oh, dude, that
Let's
would
get her
be
in there. Let's get
that
her
would
in
be
there.
sick as
Let's get
hell,
her in there.
dude.
Don't do it anytime soon though.
Right,
But
right.
take your time and lead up to it. You know what I'm saying?
Lead up to it, right?
Because if she's in there, then you got to put Shiva. You got to have that connect as well. So who
That's
knows?
true. That's true.
So
The whole history of
take your time, Scott Snyder. Take your time. Take your time.
kind of universe thoughts and review for 1 year in so far. I'll throw it to you. Like, any last words on like the absolute universe, like as we're getting into year 2 or something like that? I don't know.
I would just say for them to just keep doing what they're doing, but I definitely want Batman to like take his time with the story. I want it to
Right,
get more focused because, like I said, there's a lot of characters to juggle, man. Like even characters like Jim Gordon, we're not even seeing much, or we're not seeing much of Barbara Gordon either. Like
dude.
it's
So true,
these characters are getting thrown to the wayside. Same with Bruce Wayne's mother. Like we get glimpses of her, and she
dude.
has certain moments with him, but they need to do
You had
more with
brought
that
that
too.
up the last time we talked. You were like maybe saying that you're wishing that like when Bruce came back or whatever, like he is like, yeah, we need some more moments with him and his mom. That's like such an important aspect
An
of
important thing.
this continuity compared to the main continuity. Like definitely looking for more of that. Yeah, yeah, it's a good point. So yeah, dude, absolute universe. We're loving it, man.